Originally released in Japan back in December of 2004, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat isn't exactly new in the literal sense of the word. However, the fact that it was released during a time where the Gamecube was floundering in sales, third-party support had begun to wane on the console, with developers often choosing to forego Gamecube versions of multi-platform titles entirely, and even Nintendo themselves had already shifted most of their focus to strategizing what would be their resurgence of the forthcoming Wii, not to mention the fact that the added ingredient that the game was controlled with an odd input device in the form of two bongo drums, and it's not really unfair to say that, more or less, this game was sent to die. So even though it was released in 2005 here in the States, many gamers missed it, and thus, it's one of those games that just might be new to you. The game has now been given a sort of second chance at life as part of Nintendo's new Play Control series on the Wii. I say sort of because in order to live up to the new Play Control moniker, they've outfitted it with a new control scheme that uses the Wii Remote and Nunchuck and not the original bongo drums. In fact, the bongo drums aren't even supported in the re-release, and in order to compensate for the added precision an analog stick provides, they've actually changed some of the level design and completely overhauled the health system. In the original, you have no health. Instead, you collect bananas, similar to how Sonic the Hedgehog collects rings, whereas in the Wii version, you're given a 3-heart health system more akin to Zelda, and you're also given a set number of lives. Now, due to the fact that the national as well as my personal economy are struggling at the moment, we'll be taking a look at the Gamecube version since I already have it. So, take note of those differences I just mentioned while watching this. Alright, the game itself is a platformer, but your ultimate goal is to touch the ground as little as possible. Weird, I know. The entire scoring system is built around combos, and combos are strung together by collecting bananas in groups with the help of a clapping mechanic. It's a bit daunting at first, but with a little practice, you'll discover exactly how everything is masterfully constructed to allow you to help keep a combo going for a great length of time. Wall jumping, landing on enemies' heads, and swimming from floating blob to floating blob are all allowed without any detriment to your current combo. Just make sure to steer clear of taking any damage mid-combo, or else your entire counter will be reset and you'll be rewarded with a big fat nothing for your efforts. It's entirely possible in some cases to fully combo a level, and being able to pull this off actually feels like a real accomplishment. The amount of replay value this sort of scoring system provides is tremendous, and the added flair of being awarded bronze, silver, gold, or platinum crests, or medals in the Wii version, really makes you want to work that much harder at earning them. Also, I'm not sure about the Wii version, but in the Gamecube version, when several gold or platinum crests are earned, you actually unlock new kingdoms to play, which is a great incentive to keep trudging along after the initial campaign is completed. Now, the initial playthrough can probably be done in around 4 hours, but you should find yourself going back and striving to get platinum crests in each of the game's levels. It's a goal I highly recommend setting, and you're easily tripling, possibly more of the playtime of the game. The only knocks I might have against this game are there being only a few types of bosses that just repeat several times, with the only differences being an altered look or slightly tweaked level, and the bongo controls in the Gamecube version, though they often work well, sometimes aren't as responsive as you'd like them to be, and sometimes when someone is near you talking or something like that, their voices can actually activate the clapping mechanic when you don't want it. But such is the risk that's taken with such an ambitious control method, and I'm sure these minor control quirks are probably completely ironed out in the Wii version of the game. Now, just to touch up on a couple of other things before I wrap this. Both versions of the game support 480p, but only the Wii version supports widescreen, so just be aware that you'll be seeing those black bars on the sides of your HD TV should you choose to seek out the Gamecube version. Also, I don't know how much it means to anyone watching this, but it may help sway your decision to know that the same team did the Wii version of the game that did the original. So it wasn't just some outsourced third party shoehorning the bongo controls onto an analog stick. And this team is the same team behind the fantastic Super Mario Galaxy, so hopefully that puts any question of the game's quality to rest. Well, I hope you head out and help give this game the type of reception it deserves. It's not often that a game of this caliber fails and is given a second chance, so please don't let it go to waste.